You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them.
Is there absence of financial collaboration in our culture? Why? So I'm going to answer that question and say there's an absence. But I think I would like you to...
I thought you was going to talk, nigga.
Nah, I'm throwing it to you.
What do we mean by financial collaboration, right? I think
Investing.
investments with your family and your friends, with obviously taking a risk, but with the potential for gain in the future, right? Being able to trust and act financially with somebody. For instance, living together with your family member or friend to save on rent money. Investing in a property or a startup or just investments together. Like we're both in on this, or we're all in on this.
Would another example be that thing where I forgot what they call it, but it's like it's a way to save money. You put it $100 on Susu.
I'm not talking about that shit.
But is that a
Damn.
You wouldn't count that?
Susu sound like a Sue scam.
No, it's not actually.
I ain't never doing a Susu.
I've been in the Suzu, and I got what, 10K from it.
10K.
What? Wait a minute. So how much you was putting in a month?
How big was this Sue? How big was this Sue scam?
All right, it was 5K. No, it was 5K, but you know,
It was like, Shake, we'll turn your $5 to 5K.
anyway, I was doing like $100, so 50 every 2 weeks. Yeah, $100 a month.
How long it took for you to get paid?
Not that long actually, because every time I got my hand, I would put it back in, so it would keep growing.
Yeah. I think how it works is you put money in until it's your month to get it.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like it's like a saving account until you ready to withdraw. And then you continue to do it.
I don't like it.
See, this is the problem. This is why we don't
But
collaborate.
here's the thing, my brothers.
let me-
here's the thing. You would go to the white man, right? And put it in a savings account where you don't know they take a percentage when you're not looking. And let somebody else hold that.
Yeah.
But you won't trust your own people to help you build. My brother,
You know,
you are under Plymouth Rock.
you know, I trust.
Okay.
I trust the mattress.
Yo, that's a fact. Another romance moment.
Because you sleep on your dreams, brother. You sleep on your dreams.
That was a good one. Nah, but like I thought about it like with us, right? In the podcast, you know, there's 5 individuals on a podcast, right? And we've invested financially, obviously, to make this show happen.
Right.
But I feel like there's a step further that we can do, but we all have this kind of underlying like fear or trust that we don't do, and I think that's part of the culture, like between family and friends.
Yeah. And the examples makes it more it limits the fear. It lessens the fear. Having examples of your family members doing it and also seeing it within your culture.
Yeah, but I see, like, the thing is, I see other cultures do it. Other cultures could come together and save some bread. Other cultures could come together and have a whole community, like, little Chinatown, little, you know what I'm saying, Little Italy, all types of stuff. They have those type of things because they come together as a culture and say, yo, this is our area. And they make stuff happen. I feel like if black people did that, it would go crazy.
I think it would go crazy too.
But we can ask ourselves personally why I start first, but why are we hesitant? Why are we hesitant? Like
conditioning, brother.
Where's the fear come from?
Conditioning.
You're right.
Hey, Melody says, unfortunately, our culture competes against each other instead of collaborating.
Yeah.
That goes back to when we was on boats, brother. The competition, all right? Us being against one another. They done turned us a new leaf. But it's time for us to find the tree that unites us at the roots.
tree?
A tree, brother. A tree. If they turn a new leaf, right?
I don't know
Where do
about
leaves
that.
come from? Trees,
I
brother.
don't know about that one.
Right? And roots keep us grounded. Is that not right?
I think the main
Oh, these niggas over here.
Yo, Shake try to get canceled tonight. Shout out Shake. Cancel Shake, y'all.
that's your man's. That's your man's. But I would say, like,
Cancel this Florida orange.
when I whenever I had a conversation about, our culture, we have that, it's that individualism. It's like, I want to do it by myself, and I only trust myself. I think there's a heightened fear of being cheated, or a heightened fear of something going wrong, and we don't want nothing to go wrong.
Of loss,
Yeah.
a fear of struggle.
Yeah.
Right. I have friends, right, who I witness in real time. They've been friends for a very long time, but they all made investments in one buying a property. And I was like, damn, they handing out 10K here, 5K here, like to help support and acquire a property. And I'm like, that's dope. I don't got no black friends that's gonna be with that. To be honest with you, like,
and that's the problem. My thing is, like I said, we have examples of it. We'll see that it works,
yeah,
and then we'll sit here and still be hesitant because we scared to take a risk. If you're scared to take a risk, how you gonna win?
I mean, we always do things within our comfort zone. That's the main thing. It's like, I'm comfortable. This is my comfort circle. I can do it on my own. That trust, or even financially is like, can I afford that? Can I afford to put that much money in with somebody else?
But that, to me, that's weird because we'll trust outside sources with our information. But at the same time, we won't trust the person next to us that we knew for multiple years in order to invest with because we don't want to lose.
yeah.
And that's weird because you'll take a loss with your own job. You'll take a loss with your job. You'll take a loss with something that doesn't have you in mind to win. But when it comes to you winning, you won't take that risk. You won't roll the dice with yourself. That's always going to be weird to me.
It's the mind, my brother.
It is the mind.
The mind could be a
Why you
prison.
sound like you're mad, Shake?
Because it's like I'm tired of my people. I'm tired of my people doing the same shit over and over.
Yeah.
Are we are the definition of insane. We will sit here and follow the same thing over and over and wonder why we're not winning. We'll have everything in front of us, a blueprint that other people built, but still wonder why we're not winning.
It's the thing. It goes back to comfort.
A
lot of people don't want
to do with that.
To me, that's what it is. If I'm not comfortable, it's harder for me to act.
But my thing is, if you're uncomfortable, it puts you in a position where you have to move.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're comfortable, we sitting back, everything cool, we not making those moves because we're comfortable. That's weird, bro.
See, but my comfort level is not talking about that's right, but I'm also saying, like, am I comfortable doing that action? If I'm not comfortable doing that action, and if I'm definitely not researching how to make myself comfortable, I'm not going to act until I am comfortable.
And that's the thing. If we wait until we're comfortable to do anything, it's always going to be hesitation.
Yeah.
It's always going to be hesitation.
Yeah, for me, it's not necessarily the risk that's the problem. I like to take the risk, but I like to be in control of the risk, right? If I'm investing in something and I'm taking a risk and that risk is with someone else, that risk is in someone else's control, that's what makes me not want to participate. You know what I mean?
Because if they fuck up, then it's like,
damn, nigga, I wish if I was in charge, I could have made a better decision. And if I did fail when I was in charge, it's cool. I did it. You know, I think that's a big part for me.
That's another thing, though. Like, you have people who built the backs off companies of people who they didn't trust, people who they didn't have the best 100% trust in, but they took that risk. And then some people won, some people lost. But that's a part of life. That comes with it. Like, you're not always going to be in control of the results of the risk you take. It's not going to happen. Sometimes you're going to take a risk. You're going to look back at the situation, recalculate, and be like, all right, this is where I made a mistake. Now, if you roll the dice on yourself again, that's up to you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be 100% in on me. That sounds crazy. Pause.
yo, shout out to everybody in the chat.
over like,
Reggie Porter. Hey, Melody, you're Resist the Slave Mind. What's good?
That's the name of that's my name?
Yeah, Resist the Slave Mind. Right on bread.
Shit. I thought that was a comment.
Welcome, my brother or sister.
Nah, but I
don't judge.
think the real thing with that is trust. I think if ever it's trust, and also if you're uncomfortable, do the research to make sure you are comfortable. But I think trust is the main thing.
Yeah, trust. I believe trust is the main thing. But I feel like no matter how much research you do, no matter how much research you do to get comfortable, until you take that leap, you're always going
The
to
research is the leap, though.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's
Because
not.
no, a lot of people don't even go that far. Like I can not do something because I'm not comfortable with it, but I'm not trying to figure out like, yo, why am I uncomfortable? That's the step.
The research isn't the leap. The research is basically putting the parachute on your back, saying, "I'm going to jump." That's not the research. Is not you jumping.
It's the start.
No, it's not. It's the parachute on your back. If you walk around all day with a parachute on
Somebody sound like they jumping out of a plane. Somebody sound like they racing. Y'all need to get on the same
your
sport.
What I'm saying is, I'm saying that jumping out of a plane. Jumping out of a plane is a risk, right? You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of preparation you have to do before you jump out the plane. But it's not going. All that preparation is just getting you ready to do the action. So you doing the research is just getting you ready to do the action. But if you
Yeah.
never do the action, what's all the research for?
But and
I see niggas on Zillow all day. They don't buy no fucking house.
they could be waiting.
But they're prepared.
Just watching.
It's good to watch until you do something about it.
I be watching.
Until you do something about it, what's it worth?
You got to do that to fit. It's
You're
a
right.
part of the
I don't think
process.
there's-
It's a part of the
clock on.
process.
I don't think there's a clock on it, but
Yeah.
I think there will be a missed opportunity
Yeah.
from you just watching.
Right.
There's no clock
Yeah.
on it, but there is a
Yeah, I
opportunity.
don't think there's a clock, but
Yeah.
I do feel
If
like
you don't
said,
execute-
exactly.
Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Yeah, I could research how to make 10K a month every day. If I never take that leap in order to make that 10K, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, agreed.
And just to put it out there, there is scams. People who believe in scams, and I've had close people to me thinking this is a legit way to make money and financially collaborate, and I'm like, no.
You talking about World Ventures?
I want to do something with you to make money, but this is not it.
Yeah,
Pop
you know,
America and shit.
yeah.
You're calling out names.
My
man.
bad, bro.
World Ventures. Wish you were here. Like,
Nah, but truthfully though, it's like,
Yeah, don't come at me with the listen. I'm gonna sign you, and I'm gonna need you to come get three
Three
more
more
people.
people,
And
yeah.
then that person, this is how I'm gonna get paid.
Is this a-
You got to be patient for your check, my brother.
even though it's built like a prison.
fucking Susu. Nah. Nah, but I think the idea is like, hey, let's buy a car together and rent it out, or
Yeah.
hey, let's purchase a studio together,
Yeah.
and let's do our content and serve other people and create a space for creators. Like we can make money from it. Sometimes one individual doing it, obviously it's hard, but if you got 4, 5, 6 people,
True,
it makes it
but
way
I
easier.
feel like at that point, that's when you have to be a judge of character, because so many people could come up to you with a great idea. I feel like we should do this. If you don't, in your heart of hearts, if you don't trust that person to help carry you into a position to where you could win, or y'all team up together where you could win, why would you risk it with them?
yeah.
There's people who not to take the risk with.
Yeah. Shit. Agreed.
Would you buy a house with friends?
Yeah, but I would have to, like I said, use my discernment. Judge would be a great judge of character.
He basically, we all agree with the same thing.
If I said us three right now,
Yeah.
there's a property here, X amount of dollars. We could collaborate and buy this property, clean it up a little bit. We could either rent it or sell it,
Right,
and there's financial opportunity for both of us. It is risky.
right.
How's your response to that?
When do we start?
My response is, let me check. I gotta see.
Gotta
I gotta
check the checking and the savings.
Exactly. I gotta make sure I can afford the risk.
Yep.
If I can't afford the risk, I ain't doing that shit.
I'm saying, when do we start?
Because if I sit on, hey,
the only reason why I'm saying when do we start, because you presented an idea to me. Sounds good. When are we taking the next step? What are we doing?
Because
I'm asking these questions.
sometimes people don't need your. They just need the finance. Like they don't need you to be a part of the conversations. They sometimes they just need the funding.
I just need the bread.
Right.
That's a lot.
Right.
And,
And
that's,
then-
it's funny that you say that, because I also was thinking it's really the person who's pitching. If the person who's pitching is the type of person who's going to have the documents, all the information that's necessary. Because it's like, if I'm asking you questions and you answering it all like this, that's
So you
building up
gotta-
my confidence
You gotta
more.
trust in being confident in your source.
Yes.
Got you.
If the person says, hey, let's buy a house, and I'm like, all right, so how we do this? And he don't know, it's just like, all right. That's when already I'm like, you're right. Now, if I'm already interested, that's when we both can grow.
You help.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
But if I'm like if I'm minding my business, you bring you pitch something to me, if you don't know at least, like if you don't know a good amount of information to sell me, then I'm like,
Right. Your pitch, how much do you need from me? Right?
Yeah.
And second is, how much time do you need from me?
Yeah. And what's the risk?
And what's the risk?
What's the risk? Shit.
How long until I get my return?
On investment.
ROI. My man.
We went to college.
We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.